do have one other game. We'll see if everyone can come together here and agree on this one's never going to happen. Let's head out west here. Mountain West, in fact, as late night Degenerate Special ready to roll. Nevada at home taking on San Diego State. San Diego State -3 in this one. 137.5 is the number. It's an intriguing game. One, because, well, Nevada doesn't lose at home. They have not lost at home. It's been a pretty good season from that perspective. However, these two teams did play already, and can we be realistic? Marco, it was a bloodbath. I mean, San Diego State never trailed in that game. It was never really close outside of a couple of buckets late that got them the backdoor cover, but it was about as one-sided as it comes. Do you trust Nevada more at home here now in this round 2 against San Diego State?
Well, I had to do a double take when I saw the line because, you look at the game and the first thing that sticks out is that dominant home court of Nevada, 10-0 this year at home straight up, and here they are getting 3. The line in the first meeting was 9.5 at San Diego State, and as you said, San Diego State took care of business, but they didn't really blow them out. They won by 9. They won it what the number they were supposed to. I look at this one, and the concern I have for Nevada is they're coming back home looking to bounce back. That's all fine and dandy. Everybody knows how well they play at home. But is there going to be any residual hangover effect from that loss that they're coming home from? Why? Because it was against their arch rival, UNLV. These two teams don't like each other. They, obviously because of both being in Nevada, they hate each other. The Running Rebels hate Nevada more because they don't call themselves Nevada Reno anymore. They're Nevada. They, want to take the whole state. That's a sore subject. Don't say Nevada to a UNLV fan, okay?
Mm-hmm.
Those are fighting words. It's still Nevada Arena to everybody, or UNR. But for this game, I like San Diego State, and here's why. This is not your father's San Diego State team. Remember when it used to be race to 60 with San Diego State, low scoring, defensive type games? Well, they still have a great defense. This team has held teams under 50% in the majority of their games, and they've held a ton of teams to under 39%. In the last 12 games, only one team has shot 50% or better against San Diego State. But in those same 12 games, 6 teams have shot less than 39%. I think the defense wins this game for San Diego State. And that offense, as I said, it's not a race to 60 anymore. This team is averaging 75 points per game. I just don't see Nevada being able to pick themselves up off the mat and get the job done. The only asterisk to this game, my hesitation is San Diego State got to make sure they don't look ahead to Saturday's game because second place Boise State's coming to town. That's the big showdown matchup in the Mountain West. But the fact that Nevada is undefeated at home, kind of hard to look past the team that hasn't lost on their home floor. So I'm going to go ahead and lay it with San Diego State tonight in the Mountain West Conference.
All right, laying it there. What do you think, Dwayne? Please tell me you're in complete disagreement with Marco. I'd be floored with that statement. What's going on? What do you think?
You want me to be on Nevada here, don't you? So stop me if you've heard this before, but it's a conference revenge game. San Diego State was laying 9.5 at home. They won by 9. They outshot Nevada in that first game 50% to 39.7%, yet they still lost the money by the hook. So you might think, well, if San Diego State outshot them by that much and still couldn't cover, then why not take the points here with the home dog and a home dog that hasn't lost at home? But, if you look a little deeper than just the final score in that first meeting, Joe, you mentioned it. Nevada may have only lost by 9, but they were never really in that game. San Diego State led by as many as 22 points in the final 10 minutes. And Nevada went on a 15-2 run to close the game and make it look a lot closer than what it really was. And that's not the first time that San Diego State has eased up with a big lead late in the game. But I do not expect them to let off the gas against the same opponent twice in a 3-week span. So I say, and I know this is going to shock you, but I'm going to agree with Marco here.
Oh.
If you're gonna play it, lay it with San Diego State.
Yeah, well, it was a good show while it lasted. To hell with it, Merril. Now they're kumbaya and agreeing with everyone. So I need you to come over the top here. Tell me, Merril, what do you think of this matchup? Is it just another blowout here for San Diego State?
I'll do it one better. I'll just go Swiss Miss on this game for you, Joe Raineri. Your favorite culinary
Don't
treat.
go Switzerland. Don't you dare.
Where's the Irish, Korean Kevin Dolan when we need to go to Switzerland,
there
right?
It is.
No one travels better to Switzerland than the Irish, Korean Kevin Dolan. No, I mean, I'll do this one better. I'll call it a Merril middle. How about that? I won't go Swiss on this one. This one could very well land right between the opening and closing line, and that's why I am neutral in this game. An open pick, as Marco said, it really's moved. It's up to -3. And Dwayne brought up the point that San Diego State had that huge lead against Nevada. They kind of took their foot off the gas. That won't be the case here in a close, straight-up win situation. And one thing about revenge, we keep talking about revenge on this show, and it is a good starting point, a handicapping factor, but I like to use it with home teams. So Nevada checks that box. But I also like to use it with the better team. And San Diego State is the better team here. And once again, you're asking the inferior team, weaker on both ends of the court in my ratings, to win this game in a basic, pick them to -3 range. So I do think San Diego State wins this one. I don't think there's much value left. Normally, I would look to fade a beach team in the altitude, but the other thing that gives me hesitation about doing that is that San Diego State's played pretty well on the road this year in altitude situations. In fact, in this current 4-game win streak, straight up in ATS, it started with a road win and cover at Colorado State back on the 18th. And then 3 days later at Air Force, they won and covered as well. So the home court might not be quite as strong here as it normally would be. I'll lean San Diego State as well, but I'm not sure there's much line value left now that it's up to -3.
All right. Should be a good one there, Mountain West guys. Opportunities across the board in a lot of these conference matchups tonight.